What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Does Boxing. So this is my fight recap for last night's fight with Carissa Shields versus Danielle Perkins. We're going to talk about that card. Then we're going to touch on some future opponents, possible opponents for Carissa Shields, and we're going to do it like that. Before I get into it, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. You can follow me on my social media, scrolling across the bottom, Twitter, Instagram, tap into the website, LDoesBoxing.com. Alright, so we want to touch on it. This is a crazy card, though. I'm not even going to hold y'all. It was a crazy card. A lot of shit going on. But they had I seen the female fighter from Puerto Rico making her pro debut, Ashley Lozado. She looks solid. Southpaw, can box. She was putting a lot of heat on her opponent, Denise Moran, and she got a unanimous decision. I like to see more of her. Like, I think she can do some things. Caroline Verre, she had a good performance too. She beat Carmen Vargas. She kind of further along in her career in featherweight. You know what I'm saying? She had a loss last year. It was on ESPN Plus down in Mexico. Then she went back to her training team in Canada, and she been looking good. She signed with Carissa Shields' promoter. Joshua Pagan, he was in tough last night against Ronell Ron. Ron was hurting him with a lot of good shots. He was putting the pressure on. And Ron is one of those guys that you bring in as a promoter to give your prospects some work. I know he fought a lot of top prospects, like Abdullah Mason. But Joshua Pagan is a long-rangey boxer, big for the weight, tall for the weight, 135. But I don't know, man. He was getting hit a lot last night. He was able to win a decision, but he was getting hit a lot. So not really the best performance by him. Joe Hicks, he had some struggles early in this fight against Keon Papillon, but he ended up hurting him and getting him up out of there. The corner stopped the fight. So yeah, man, Joseph Hicks can fight. He can be a tough out too, because he know how to box. He got a nice little amateur career. He could be a tough opponent in his weight class. You know what I'm saying? The heavyweight fight, Brandon Moore and Skylar Lacey, bro. This shit was like some. This shit was crazy. These guys, they really want a good fight. Let's go ahead and say that. Brandon Moore was doing all the work. Skylar Lacey only was hugging and holding and one punch here, one punch there. It was an ugly fight to watch. These guys got points taken away from holding. Both guys. Skylar Lacey didn't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? He got 2 points taken off. And then he ended up pushing my man off the ring, all into the ringside table, and then they stopped the fight, and they called it a DQ. They probably could have did that shit maybe a couple of rounds before it happened, keeping it a buck. But he wasn't trying to fight. Apple LD, what's good with you, bro? Salute. Yeah, he did. He was doing well, bro. Yeah, he did. He was doing well. Lacey big for nothing. Yeah, old offensive lineman ass dude. Yeah, man, he came over there, man. I don't know. He just wanted to lay on top of Moore, all night. And honestly, I don't know why they took a point from Moore. All he did was hold his arms up so the ref can come in and do his job. But yeah, man, I ain't trying to see Lacey no more. And he probably could have won the fight if he was trying to win. But Brandon Moore, this is his first fight with Salida Promotions. He looked like he always looked. It was just the dude didn't come to fight, so he looked, whatever. But the fight, it wasn't a good fight. Hopefully he can bounce back and get something better, for sure. Just doing the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Appreciate you coming through. Yes, sir. Alright, main event. So this fight, Carissa's fight goes. You can kind of predict her fights real easy. The speed was on display with Danielle Perkins, but Danielle Perkins was doing something that I actually like. I like how she was kind of controlling the range with her long, stiff arm, her jab, and she was throwing some heat back. She was just too slow. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see if she was going to attack Carissa a little more and keep her on that. She was keeping her on the back foot, but she wasn't really doing that. Carissa was falling short with her jab, and I guess we learned why at the end of the fight. She said she had a torn labrum in her left shoulder. That's real right there. But the speed, and look, the speed and the power though. You know what I'm saying? That's something we don't normally say in a Carissa Shields fight, but that's definitely what it was. Andrew Gray, what's good with you, bro? Salute. Smash the like button. Yeah, appreciate that. Smash the like button. Come on through. But Carissa Shields dominated this fight. You know what I'm saying? I thought Danielle she did have success. I thought I gave her like one round, one maybe two, but at least one for sure. But it was all Carissa. She hurt her like in the third round. Right hand was nice, and Carissa. The only knock I have on Carissa though, her fight game, she's not a good finisher. Whether she's injured or not, she's not a good finisher. The last performance, that was something different. You know what I'm saying? This like in all her fights, she get the girl hurt. She have her opponent hurt, and she always rush it and she don't set that shit up. You know what I'm saying? I think she want to knock out so bad, she kind of get a little bit emotional with it and forget to set shit up, or maybe she not working on setting shit up when she get the opponent hurt. If she can do that, she gonna get a lot of knockouts early. You know what I'm saying? It don't need more than 2 minutes because she cracking at 175 or heavyweight, as you say. So, but the highlight reel at the end of the fight was crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's the lasting effect. You know what I'm saying? And you can't really complain about the performance because she dominated the whole fight and she closed the show like that. And in this day and age, you want to see viral moments. You know what I'm saying? That clip is gonna go crazy. The way she hit her with that right hand, that counter right hand that folded up Danielle Perkins. I mean, just the sight of that. Her eyes rolled back. She a big woman. She was big as hell last night. She had to be close to 200. For real. But, Carissa Shields got the job done. Heavyweight champion of the world. That's what they call it. So what I understand is 180 is the weight limit for heavyweight, right? Carissa came in at 173. Danielle Perkins was like 177. To me, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. We understand that what Carissa brings to the table for women's boxing, right? So, and a lot of people don't understand if she got what she have next and what she have up there, those higher weight classes. Because what we do is we go straight to box rec and we go look at heavyweight division, and you'll see 17 people there in the weight class. You go to 168, you see 29. So it's not really a lot of name fighters at this high weight class, but it's really not a lot in these other ones too. Like let's look. If y'all did y'all research, y'all be like, yo, bro, it ain't a lot of fighters in a lot of these weight classes. If you think about it, 168, you only can name like 3 or 4 women: Shadeja Green, Franchon Cruz, Savannah Marshall, and the girl Shadeja just fought. Who else? That's 4 people. You know what I'm saying? 160. Can y'all name somebody 160? The tall girl that Jake Paul just signed from Canada. Thibodeau. All right, there you go. 54. Cecilia Brækhus. You got Emma Cruz. So if you really looking at it and paying attention to women's boxing, like people will claim like they do, then you will understand she really don't got she really don't got a lot of big name fighters in any of those divisions. Even at 140, even at 135. Kay Taylor is the unified champion, undisputed champion at 140. It's not a lot of top names at 140. Chantel Cameron. Who else? Come on, y'all. So a lot of people, that's the narrative because they refuse to do the research and do what they're supposed to do to be knowledgeable about the sport of boxing. But that's where old L-Dub comes into play. So after every fight, we always ask this question: who's next? What's next? So I like her call-outs last night. She called out 3 legit opponents that make sense. She said, I agree. 3 legit opponents that make sense to me, and I think fans would be okay with. And this is kind of destroys the narrative that she don't have people to fight up there. So, and we're gonna run it down who she called out. She called out Franchon Cruz. They say they friends and shit. She called her out. She called out Savannah Marshall. She called out Hannah Gabriel. So 3 opponents that she already fought that are, former world champions, current world champions, and are credible opponents. You know what I'm saying? They all got storylines. And we're going to talk about some more potential opponents too. But this is the segment of the show where, you know what I'm saying, we toot some horns, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I get down. I don't mind bragging on myself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love yourself before anybody else. Anybody else gonna rock with you like you. Alright, so this is me right here. This is my Twitter, you know what I'm saying? L Does Boxing at OverJ. Feel free to tap in. Bull Williams. There you go. So this was me back in July looking at the landscape. And I was trying to tell people, yo, she got fighters are in and around that division who she can fight. You know what I'm saying? If they gotta, like, some of these ladies be cutting down to 168, then we'll have to cut too far from 175 or 180 at that. So I said Carissa got, like, she don't need to move up. She don't need to move back down. She got 7 to 8 fights at 175. So I named them all right there. Alright, so I've been on this type of time, and this only, enhance what I do. She already got Danielle Perkins out the way, who been the WBC silver champion for a while. And she was supposed to face Hannah Gabriels, and that fight never happened. Well, let's run it down, though. I got y'all covered. I'm going to make sure everybody is good to go on this. For sure. He said, hell yeah. Yes, sir. I be trying to, I make sure everybody is good. That's one thing about me with this boxing shit. We're going to make sure you're good and knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? And what you do with it, that's on you. You know what I mean? Alright, so we're going to start with Savannah Marshall. That's the biggest fight, you know what I'm saying? That's the biggest fight for Carissa Shields. She fought her a couple of years ago, went up to the UK, she beat her. It was an amateur rivalry. I think it is her toughest test, you know what I'm saying? Savannah Marshall is a solid puncher. You see her resume right there. Well, you see her record, 13-1, 10 knockouts. She's still the IBF champion at 168. So she got stripped of the rest of her titles, you know what I'm saying, for being inactive. Something to remember, Savannah Marshall haven't had a fight since 2023 when she beat Franchon Cruz for the undisputed title. And she been dipping and dabbing in MMA and really ain't been doing nothing. So what's on the table, or what's been proposed, is Savannah come on over to the U.S. That's only right. Now people saying she don't have to come over because she's this big star. I never recall her being maybe I don't live in the UK, so just me outside looking in. I never known her being a big star. Big stars that I know over there is AJ, I think Conor Ben, Eubank. Who else a big star in the UK? Tyson Fury. They got a lot of regional stars, and they're, like Josh Warrington, he's a regional fighter. When he fights in Leeds, he do big, he do big numbers. I never known Savannah Marshall was this big star where she can't come on over to the US. And if she's that big draw, can she bring her fans over to the US? I'm just saying, Ricky Hatton did it. But this is a different scenario. So we don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? The trick is, if she come over here, now she's risking coming over here, not only losing again, you know what I'm saying, have to travel, but her trainer, Peter Fury, he can't come to the US because he got some legal issues. So that's her biggest confidence builder, who transformed her into this great fighter that she is. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give her props. So I don't know if she's like, running like, yeah, let me come over here, because she should want to see. Look, this is the difference from Carissa and a lot of these fighters. Like, Carissa came and saw you on your home turf, but you ain't really knocking on the door and rushing to go see her on her home turf. You feel me? So we'll see. She can come to the U.S., you know what I'm saying, but Peter can't. So I get that. You don't want to lose that, but it is what it is. Go get another coach. Because people are saying this is Carissa's toughest fight. So if she can beat her, you know what I'm saying, at heavyweight, it don't matter the coach, right? So let's run it. But this is the biggest test for Carissa. I will admit that. And I would like to see the rematch at this weight. So let's run it. Shit, y'all make that shit happen. Let's go. And this is the next one that she called out. Franchon Cruz Azern, WBC, WBA champion, 168. So she went and took those other belts that was stripped from Savannah Marshall. She beat Shadeja Green in a fight people didn't think she was gonna win. But she outmaneuvered Shadeja, outboxed her, used some great tactics, and she stole enough breadcrumbs to win the fight. You know what I'm saying? So she's tough. Y'all know what she brings to the table. Tough, never say die attitude. She her two losses is to Carissa and Savannah. So she in the mix too. And she beat Shadeja when a lot of people wasn't trying to fight Shadeja. So she definitely should be high on that list. She fought Carissa at the pro debut. This fight, if they fight now, would be much different. You know what I'm saying? Both ladies got some experience under their belt. But we know one thing, that's gonna be a fight of the year candidate. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a fight of the year candidate. So yeah, let's get it. I mean, look, I think these ladies should be okay with going to 175. Savannah Marshall is a big 68 pounder, big 60 pounder. Franchon Cruz been at 68 for her whole career. Maybe she can use a break. She's a little older. Maybe she can use a break fight at 75. So I like it. I like the call outs. 2 for 2 for me. I take both of them. She fought both of them, but those two fighters are, top of the top right there. Yeah, she would Green. Made it look easy too. Yeah, she outmaneuvered her. She outmaneuvered her. I think Shadeja thought she was gonna get a brawl. Yeah, I like her too. She's a good fighter, humble person. She always bring it. But I think she came with the wrong game plan, and she didn't understand that Franchon can box too. It kind of lost in translation. All right, so here's the next one. Hannah Gabriels, right? So Hannah Gabriels is definitely on this list because she dropped Carissa Shields. Carissa Shields has a lot of haters. They would love to see Carissa Shields lose. So some people want to see the rematch. You know what I'm saying? Now, she had an opportunity, but she tested positive for a banned substance. They're supposed to fight a couple of years ago. I think 2023. She tested positive. That one on Carissa's fault. You know what I'm saying? Hannah Gabriels also you can't say she's small because she was the two titles, the WC and WA titles that Carissa has at 175 or heavyweight, whatever. She had those first. And you can't say she's too small. Now Hannah Gabriels is a herky jerk type of fighter. She a former 4th division world champion. She's credible too. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't think Carissa can fight all of them at one. Like maybe they just wait, but I feel like Hannah Gabriels now they got the fighters I'm talking about now. They probably can fight each other before they get to Carissa. Hannah Gabriels probably can fight somebody else to earn that rematch. You know what I'm saying? But she a credible opponent. She the only one that knocked down Carissa Shields. That carries weight, especially in this day and age where a lot of people don't really watch and understand boxing. They understand clips, and the clip that be going around every other year is Carissa Shields getting dropped by Hannah Gabriels. So that shit's viral. So yeah, throw it in there. For me, I would like to see Carissa versus Savannah, and maybe Franchon versus Hannah Gabriels. Maybe like on the same card or something, and then the winners fight. But sometimes boxing don't work like that. You feel me? So we'll see. On to the next one. Now, we talked about Shadeja a little bit in the show, and I think she brings a lot to the table as well. Super middleweight champion, 168. She had a tough fight her last fight against Melinda Watpool was a tough fight, but she got the victory. I think that's another good fight for Carissa. Like, why not? She's a big, strong opponent. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure 175 won't be nothing to her. And I think that's a natural fight. And I think her skill set can match up with Carissa just a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a catch and shoot type of opponent, and she likes to counter her opponents, and she would have opportunities to do that when Carissa is getting to it. And she's a big puncher, so I like the fight. You know what I'm saying? Do she have to fight somebody to get that fight? I don't know. Now, I'm not sure if this fight is realistic because we have to point out Carissa Shields and Jake Paul is not rocking like that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's not a fight that Jake Paul is trying to do. I don't know. But I think Shadeja be down for it. But of course, I think you got to go see Carissa. Like I don't think Carissa needs to go down no more. The ladies are big enough. Some of these ladies is bigger than her. You know what I'm saying? It's just she just wrecking shit. So yeah, Shadeja Green is on that for real. I think she can do some things, and she's a good solid opponent as well. She's a champion, so there shouldn't be no issue with that for sure. Alright, so the next one, this is a wild card. This is the one I threw in there because they have a rivalry. She ain't get dropped, she stumbled. I ain't even mentioned that she got dropped. That's you did. You see, I ain't mentioned none of that. You know what I'm saying? I said she had a tough fight against Melinda Watpool, not Natasha Spence. See, we can get them coming out the weeds, but when you come out the weeds, make sure you correct because I'm kind of different over here. But I feel you. Nah, that was a slip trip. That shit against Natasha Spence. Nah, that wasn't no knockdown for sure. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to stay in the bushes. Come on out, say what's up to Elder. We got you covered. It's all good. He said death is. I think Jake will do business. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go. He can make the event better too and use his presence for sure. Yeah, bro, I had to, what I'm saying? I ain't say she got dropped, but you know what I'm saying? Come on out and holler at me, bro. I'm good peoples. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get you right on this knowledge, though. All right, Raquel Miller. So this one, I've been wanting for Carissa for a long time. They got a long-standing rivalry, but they don't really rock with each other. And this a fight I've been wanting to see for Carissa for a minute, but it just haven't happened. Raquel Miller haven't had the best promotional situation. Right now, she is working with Roberto Diaz. If y'all don't know him, he's a former matchmaker for Golden Boy. He kind of like freelances and help out fighters. Fun fact, Robert Diaz is working with Lamont Rose Jr., who got the biggest fight of his career. So put that in perspective. She got somebody on her team that can get her big fights and be able to negotiate shit for her. I remember Roberto a couple of months ago, he was at the WBO convention, the WBA convention, and he was lobbying to get Raquel Miller to fight Franchon Cruz. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? That could be like a qualifying match. Whoever wins that fight, jump into the seat to get Carissa. So him doing that tells me she ready to get some smoke. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. We haven't heard too much about Raquel Miller. I know she been kind of inactive, but let's go. Put her in the mix. Y'all can we can do a little tournament low key, or let these guys fight it out and see. He went to the WBO convention for Shadeja Green, and he went there for he went to the WBA convention for Franchon Cruz. I think Raquel Miller is number 1 in the WBO. You know what I'm saying, for Shadeja Green. So let's run it. That can be a qualifying match. You feel me? And we'll put the winner. Carissa will fight the winner, or fight them without them. But see, this is what I don't like. I don't like if these fighters just waiting for Carissa. That's the only person they call out. Carissa. We see that in men's boxing too. Instead of going out and doing your thing, you only want to focus on one guy. Fighting this guy. I want to fight him, But what about the building blocks? It will help your career and your your experience in the ring. And we know that's important. So yeah, bro. Let's get her in the mix, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Alright. So these next two that I'm about to bring to the table, I'm pretty sure you guys ain't heard of them, but it's all good. That's why we're here. Get to learn them. Big Box Records always available. You can always go watch their fights. It's good. It's good learning shit, right? Because we don't know everything. But we have Lainey Daniels. She's from New Zealand. She 11-2-2. Not a lot of power. Only one knockout. She's the IBF 175 champion. Right? I just say that because it's confusing saying like heavyweight, when Carissa weighed in at 173. All right, so Lainey Daniels is a solid fighter. She's a good boxer. Like, she's tough. She got a good chin. She's durable, and she's crafty. Like, this would be a tricky fight. She kind of got a similar style to Hannah Gabriel. So a lot of herky jerks, a lot of jab, a lot of craftiness. Pretty tough on the inside. I think that'd be a solid fight for Carissa, to be honest. It's just you guys don't know her. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is with boxing. We don't know the person, we gonna trash it. But coming from me, this would be a solid opponent for Carissa. I ain't saying she'll beat Carissa, but she got a type of style that would make Carissa kind of, Carissa would have to be aggressive in this fight. Because this one right here would kind of sit back and box and shoot a jab and she'll maneuver, you move her head type shit. So, yeah. So, this is another one. But like I mentioned earlier, maybe she have to fight another big name to get the, get the motion, get the ball rolling to push for a Carissa Shields fight. You know what I'm saying? She called out Carissa Shields, but y'all guys ain't see it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it ain't nobody. She didn't call out there. So yeah, Lady Daniels, I had to throw it in there. I think if she for sure had to fight one of these big names, or this next one, unify the titles. We got a new one, and I know you guys probably ain't familiar with her. Shay Canelli. She's from Australia. She like 6'1". She just won the vacant WBA title. She's 5-0. You know what I'm saying? She had a good amateur career. She was with Scott. She was on the team with Scott Nicholson down in Australia. Now she is definitely the wild card and probably the least known. So definitely, this is a fight, and she was talked about to get this fight. That what happened last night. She was in the mix. Didn't come to fruition. But I think maybe she can run that shit with Lady Daniels, get undisputed, because she's like the least known, maybe the least experienced, and but see, that's what I'm saying. This is another what I mentioned on my tweet. Carissa got like 7 to 8 fighters in this fights in this division. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. Now she may be, she only 5-0. Y'all gonna give her that heat. You know what I'm saying? Like it gave Danielle Perkins. Maybe she can fight Danielle Perkins. You feel me? Maybe she can go fight Lady Daniels or Raquel Miller to prove herself that she's worthy of that quality opposition. You know what I'm saying? Before she get to Carissa. You know what I'm saying? So I had to throw these names out there because I know she was in conversations to get the Carissa Shields fight for last night. You know what I'm saying? So just throwing shit out there, man. And making sure everybody is good to go with this boxing shit. So yeah. So I don't agree with Carissa Shields going back to 54 to fight a bigger name fighter per se. She already been down there and she basically cleaned out that division. The unified champion right now at 154 is Emma Kuzin. Carissa Shields already beat her. Easy money. And she the girl that won the second of the fight. 10-0. Easy. You got Cecilia Brækhus. Cecilia Brækhus ain't trying to fight Carissa Shields. If you know, you know. You got O'Shea Jones. She's the new IBF champion. I mean, I would be interested in that fight. But is it something that realistic that they want to do? I don't know. I think O'Shea got her own path right now as a young fighter. Then you have the new WBA champion, Mary Spencer. My bad, I almost had brain slip. Mary Spencer is the WBA champion at 154. Tall, rangy. She fought Carissa Shields in the amateurs. She familiar, but she fights at 154. She got a fight coming up too in March 14th. She got 2 losses to Fibke Hermans, who Carissa Shields beat at 168. And that's who O'Shea Jones just beat for her IBF title in a close fight. So, what's that 54? Oh, my man, I heard the telecast talking about bringing up Michaela Mayer to face Carissa Shields at 154. That would be easy money. That fight is just as easy as the Danielle Perkins fight or any other fight at 175 that you say she don't got no competition. That's an easy fight for Carissa. With Michaela Mayer standing in the pocket is fighting and bro, come on y'all. I love Michaela Mayer too. Sandy Ryan, all of them coming up to 54 to face Carissa. Natasha Jonas had an opportunity. She turned down like half of whatever. That's what they saying. She turned down a fight with Carissa. Who else at 47? Lauren Price. I mean, cool. She's solid. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, so this is my point. Those big names, or you say big names at 147, 154, they would just be non-competitive like the other fights. Maybe even worse. I'd rather see Carissa Shields at the weight she's at right now, sleeping shit, knocking shit down. She can show him big power. You know, she's patient with her shit until she get the person hurt. I think with Carissa, if she was to be, you know, when she start off her fight, she starts off real patient and slow and methodical. If she brings that to the table when she get the girl hurt, she's sleeping everything. So yeah, I don't think she gotta go to 54. 47 for Carissa Shields, bro, don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Who, like, even if she have a super fight with Kay Taylor or Man Serrano, that would be so non-competitive. The only competition is her making the weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just not in the realm of fighting those ladies. Chantel Cameron, Kay Taylor, Samantha Serrano, bro, they just too small. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? They can fight each other and be great. No need to bring Carissa Shields down to face Alicia Baumgartner. Like, come on. If Alicia Baumgartner turned down Michaela May at 147, are we real serious about her fighting Carissa Shields at 47? I mean, I don't know if it makes a lot of sense to push for that. I think people who push for that want to see Carissa lose because you know she's going to be dealing with the weight and losing the weight. So, bro, you know, I just named off, 8 fighters? I mean, no. 7 fights. I ain't saying she gonna fight all of them because some of these ladies can mix and match. But she got at least 4 out of these 7 that I named. She got 4 solid fights. Savannah Marshall, Franchon Cruz, Shadeja Green, and I would say probably the last one, maybe Hannah Gabriels, because she's been kind of inactive. Raquel Miller is a good fight because those guys, they gonna sell the fight. They got beef, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, let's go, man. Let's get educated with this sport of boxing. Teach in the building. What's good with you, Teach? What you think about Angel Ferreira? You ain't never heard of him before this, and he damn near put your boy Pitbull down, had Pitbull hurt, you know what I'm saying? What you think about Ferreira now? He ain't too bad, huh? You know what I'm saying? Y'all get to know these fighters, bro. Winston Lee, what's good with you? You know what I'm saying? Get to know these fighters, yo. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's get our knowledge on par, for sure. Because when we see them fight, we don't have to have no old shit or be so shocked about that they doing real well. So yeah, that's why I like to bring it to the table. We taking away the shock value. We're making sure everybody knowledgeable before they see anything. So we rocking. All right, man. I want to salute everybody coming through the building. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you do so. I'll be back later on today. We're going to touch on these WBA rankings that just came out. So you guys want to tap into it. If you want to come back, feel free. I'm going to drop the notification pretty soon. So, yes, sir. Appreciate you guys' time. You can follow me on my social media, scrolling across the bottom, Twitter, Instagram. Tap into the website, Does Boxing, and I'm gone.